Tim.
Hey, bud.
What's all this camera equipment you got here in the shop today? I thought we're installing a tube heater.
Well, we are. But I thought, here's my idea. You know, the guys have been wanting some heat back here, like we discussed, and that's why we went and picked up a tube heater. You know, they want to stay warm while they're loading and unloading the trucks. So I figured, you know, we got that job over in West Atlanta where we got that tract of homes, like 10 or 12 homes that they're building that new subdivision.
That new builder, yeah.
That builder and the architect also want us to look at heating each garage with, with some efficient way of heating it. And this is the most efficient way. It's a tube heater and it comes packaged.
All right, let's get her off the truck, Tim.
Looks like it's gonna rain.
Yeah. It's pretty light.
Oh yeah. Hey Jimmy, let me tell you a little bit about this. As I told you, I picked this up from our wholesaler this morning, and this is the residential model, and you can see it says it on there, and the R in the model number stands for residential. And I told you they had a whole series of these, right?
Right.
And all of them come in 40,000 BTU.
So it's 1 BTU for the whole series of the P series from this manufacturer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll show you what this thing comes with. All right, so first off, it's already got a plug on it. So all we got to have, so that'll act as a disconnect from the ceiling, plug in.
Right.
So it's got that. It comes with a digital thermostat, 24 volt ready. It comes with thermostat wire.
Great.
Because it's the residential model, right? So it has to have that. So also this thing, if you'll notice, you see the reflector, it's all in one reflector.
I see that.
And it's relatively short, right? The hanging suspension points are 72 inches apart.
So 6 foot hanging points. Yeah. What's the whole length of the heater and the burner I'm looking at here?
It's 10 feet.
10 foot.
Yep.
Nice package, one box, and it's fully assembled.
Right. And you see they got some little clips here, and they provide that so you can handle it and won't bend up the reflector and all, getting it out of there. You can also use this if your suspension points are close enough within clearances, combustibles. You could cut this and use it
as your hanging chain.
Yeah, and another thing is this is one continuous tube. This is a aluminized tube, one continuous tube, under one reflector, and it's 16 gauge.
Okay, just set her down.
All right, we got it, buddy.
Beautiful.
Well, this change really made it easy to get out of that box.
Again, great feature, you bet. What do we got here, Tim?
All right, before we get this thing up in the air, Jimmy, I thought we'd go over again so the architect and builder could see what comes with this thing. We've already shown them how the heater looks and comes out of the box. And again, I at the local wholesaler, I picked up some single wall venting, elbow. It's all 4-inch. I also picked up as an accessory provided by the wholesaler outside vent cap wall vent.
So this
is a 45-degree turn down with a bird screen in it.
Okay.
Bird screen in
right.
there.
Right.
I also picked up a flex gas connector.
Okay. So this is gas supply to the burner.
That's gas supply to the burner. I also picked up a few more of these. You know, we talked about, they've already got some on it. They're coming with a handling chain that you can also use as hanging chain.
Right.
Picked up a few more of these because we'll need it to connect upstairs a little bit. Picked up some wire ties to hook the thermostat wire up with. As we discussed earlier, it comes with the thermostat wire and it comes with a 24 volt thermostat.
Right.
I also picked up a smaller roll of the line chain. This is a number 2 line chain available at the wholesaler, and it handles a 115-pound workload.
Okay.
So we've got all the stuff we need to get it in the air and get it operating.
All right, so I guess we're going to get at it.
Yep. This is a bar joist clamp or I-beam clamp. Okay, you just slide it over the I-beam and tighten it down. That's what we're going to use to connect in the ceiling, and we've used and brought a drop down of our line chain to hook to the heater here, which we've got 4 suspension points into one. It's going to hook with that safety snap hook as we get it to the desired height. We've got to cut these to the desired height.
Okay.
So we use this to connect to the bar joist up there, gives us a solid anchoring point. and we're going to use the safety snap hooks to connect the 4-point suspension here with a 1 or 2-point chain. You could also use 4 chains coming straight down.
They go right to the
Because
ceiling.
in a lot of garage applications like we're going to be doing, the ceiling heights are not there, right? So the ceiling heights are not there, so actually the chain that comes with this thing, we'll probably be able to just cut it and just drop down the clearance to combustibles and put some eye bolts up there.
Without even adding more
without even adding.
okay. Tell me about this infrared heater burner, Tim.
Well, what we got, Jim, all right, so we're ready to hang it, but I want it to show in here so the architect and builder can see it. Got one 1/4-inch nut drive screw. The whole
Oh, look at that.
thing folds down. Okay, you got your blower, Honeywell gas valve. We have a they put a fin wall control in here, which is a 3-try. So
Okay.
tries 3 times, goes into a soft lockout, and then try 3 more times. So
So it's very
it's
dependable.
very dependable.
Okay.
These are nothing more than pressure switches. They're safety devices. If the blower doesn't come on, the heater won't fire. Or if you have a bird or something getting in the end or the vent,
That vent.
it won't fire.
Okay.
So, but what I really wanted to show you is right here that there is TR and TW. There's a jump wire. It comes with a jump wire.
Okay.
So if you plug that in right now and had gas to it, it would fire. So you take that out and put your thermostat connections there.
And based on the calling for heat or not calling for heat, the heater will
it'll
fire or
fire.
not fire. Okay.
So I mean, actually, if you wanted to leave that in and run this on a line voltage stat, you could do that. But being that this is a residential model, it's required that they put the 24 volt, and we want to use 24 volt because we don't have to have an electrician come in and wire to 24.
Low voltage and it's very
Right.
safe.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. And I see this is our the electrical diagram
Yeah.
in behind here.
Yeah, they've got the electrical diagram on there. It tells where all the wires go and how you hook up, where your hookups go for your thermostat.
So you must like using this manufacturer's heater because I'm thinking you're always in the air working on these on a ladder or up on a lift. And if you have that kind of access to the
We've installed some of these on some industrial jobs, not this kind of U-tube, but you know, the straight tube systems and stuff. And yes, because it works with the door down. It's not a pressurized cabinet. It works with the door down, and it's easy access. Everything you need is right there at you.
see that even room for your test meter.
Yep. Okay, Jim. Well, we wired in an electrical plug in the ceiling.
Right.
So now we've run the 24 volt wire for the thermostat, and I'm just finishing tying it off so that we can gas it up.
Excellent.
What we did is we had an old unit heater tied in up there, so we just grabbed the conduit from up there and ran it straight through. Just used the existing
Makes
conduit.
sense. Makes sense.
You don't have to do that because it's low voltage wire, but you know some of the codes require you to do some of that. But so we've been running it for a little while, and it's already brought it up to
70-something
70 degrees. So
Fantastic.
I'm going to turn it off. I'm getting a little warm.
I hear you.
I was just looking again. See what we talked about earlier. It's one continuous tube.
No joints.
No joints or anything, and it's aluminized steel. And as this thing heats up, it'll turn that steel a darker gray.
Okay.
That's what's called catalyzing. Okay. When that happens, it's even a better output to the floor. You see the slots on the side of it right there?
These little little holes.
Yeah, right there. That is for a protective screen that pops on. They offer that as an accessory. Also, you see how those bolt patterns are, so that'll rotate. The burner head will rotate back and forth.
And why do you want to do that?
That's if you wanted to angle mount this. If you're on the sidewall and you want to angle mount it, or you're over a workbench and you want to angle mount it, you could angle mount this, and that burner head would then rotate to stay straight.
So if you angle mounted this tube, you're saying to aim more into the space. What does that do for me?
Well, it's allowing you to focus the pattern
Further into
further
the building?
into the building.
Okay. And we want this to stay level, so we want
the burner to
to
stay
rotate. Okay.
Cosmetically and just performance-wise. I'm just going to finish connecting the vent And as you see, this is 4-inch single wall pipe. And I got a couple of 1/4-inch head sheet metal screws, so I'm just going to tighten it on up.
So what do we do now?
I think it's Miller time.
Miller time it is, bud.